Good morning, everyone. This is Frances. A couple of people on Facebook said that they would like for me to tell them a story instead of writing a story. So here goes. First grade and second grade were a little bit hard for me. You can resonate if you went to school in Matthews. At our ages, we didn't have preschool, we didn't have kindergarten, and I found it a struggle. But when third grade came, it was bliss. I loved our teacher, Miss Melissa Hudgens. I just loved her. She was so sweet and encouraging, and I felt I was getting into my stride, and it was a very exciting year. We had a political election. It was the first time I was conscious of politics. It was the year of Nixon and Kennedy. Alaska and Hawaii were becoming states. I had the measles. I got to stay home for 2 weeks. I had a real bad case of measles. My Aunt Golden cooked a turkey just for me and brought it down to the house, and I remember that warm turkey sandwich on white bread. Folks, we're taking time out during this difficult time to cherish these little memories because they do help to build us back up again. But third grade, I love third grade. So, you have a Christmas program, and Miss Carol Ann that worked at the school with her father, Mr. Martin, that's Jay Black's mother and grandfather, and it was just a good year all the way around. So the end of the school term came, and we were going to put on, third grade, we were going to put on a program. Our grade was responsible, both classes, for something to commemorate Hawaii and Alaska. And the teachers decided the boys would do a skit about Alaska and the girls would do something for Hawaii. Well, first and second grade, I had been Little Teapot, Short and Stout, and then I had been Uncle Rat who laughed and shook his fat sides. It wasn't very politically correct, and I was soldiering on. But third grade, I got to be Queen of the Islands for the Hawaiian program. I had a bigger lei than everybody else around my neck, paper lei. It was very exciting. So it were about 8 girls, I think, that got chosen to represent Hawaii, and we were going to sing Little Grass Shack and do a little thing with our hands and put it on for the school and the PTA. Well, we made our grass skirts. Everybody had a pair of white shorts, and we at school cut crepe paper streamers, green, bright green, and we stapled them to the waistband of the white shorts. I thought it was beautiful. I just loved mine. Nobody had a real grass skirt. We just had the streamers. So it was just a couple of days before the program and the rehearsal, and we were supposed to have our grass skirt at school, and I did. And that day at recess, for some reason, I was the catcher. And back behind Lee Jackson School, there was an open ditch, and it was before the EPA, and there was raw sewage in it. And as catcher, I stepped back too far, and I fell in the ditch, which meant I ended up in the principal's office after some modest cleaning up with a phone call they were making to my mother to please come and bring me a change of clothes. And she said she'd come immediately. She worked at the courthouse, and she'd rush right home and bring something. Well, we waited, and then a phone call came. Remember, it's before cell phones. And she was at my Aunt Golden's store calling back to the school to say that she tried to get home, but they were tarring the road, and that was a single-lane country road, and she couldn't get home. So she was at my Aunt Golden's picking up something, and she'd be at the school to bring me something to put on. So meanwhile, they had put me in my white shorts with the green paper streamers and sent me back to class so I wouldn't miss any of my schoolwork. And so I was sitting in class with my white shorts and the green paper streamers. And then Mama came, and I got to change into something that didn't fit, and we already discussed that my clothes needed alterations. So it was a really humiliating day. But I got through it, and I'm still remembering it. And the night of the performance, it was just grand. Miss Carol Ann played beautifully. We all did our little hula. We did our little grass shack. And I love third grade. So aloha from me to you. I'm just thinking about happy memories. We're going to get through this.